Hey, so I wanted to quickly tell you about Chop Chop Inc. because I played the demo and it's kind of a lot of fun. You get fired from your corpo job. That's basically how the whole thing starts. Everything you do from that point is going to be you building yourself up while you're starting pushing your old employer down. It's a simple setup, but it works, and it actually made me want to keep playing more and more and see this bar going more toward the blue side. The main loop is pretty much what it sounds like. You chop trees, you make shit from wood, and then you sell it, you make money, and then you use this money to upgrade more things, to upgrade the nearby city, and a whole bunch of things. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't 100% sure what you're gonna do with upgrading the city and things like that. It seems to be pretty much like a closed loop system. So the more you upgrade the city, the more instances you have to upgrade the city. It unlocks more missions and more things that allows you to upgrade the city more. You also get free gold from doing that, so I guess it's nice to get free gold, so why not? One thing that surprised me was actually the writing. In most games that are very similar to this one, I usually just skip everything related to the story because there's no voice acting and the writing usually is pretty trash. But here, I actually read everything and it was pretty fun actually. It even made me smile a couple of times. There are little references to people like the Spiffing Bridge, which in this game is a fish that loves to drink alcohol instead of like tea. Instead of Yorkshire, it's like Workshire. There's a different name to it. He's a fish on the wall. He has the same hat, the same monocle, but he loved drinking alcohol instead. Funny, and I loved it. There's also something that is, I'm pretty sure, supposed to be Asmongold, not 100% sure, but there's a line on this character that says that immune to diseases and something. So it what triggered like, okay, this is Asmongold, obviously combined with the way he looks. And if you go exploring in places that you shouldn't go, you might meet a very not nice duck that is going to tell you that, hey, you're not supposed to be here. It's the demo, it's not the full game, what are you doing here? But you're like, oopsie, I glitched somewhere I shouldn't be, and then he shoots you if you go 3 times near him, and you have to restart again. Kind of funny, kind of nice to see that they thought of like, hey, players are gonna break the game and do something we don't expect them to do, and I really like that. In general, exploration is very much worth doing. You find secrets that then unlock new stuff, new features at your home base, so there is always a reason to go out to look around the place and find more and more secrets. And for people who are like me, completionists, who love to do more things like that, there's actually like a page that shows you what is your progress throughout the game. How much did you, like, I don't know, finish? What things did you find? There's like Trojan horses that you can find and destroy, and then you like increase your completion rate. You can see how many missions you have done from a specific person, so you know if you finish all of their missions. So I can definitely see myself like completing these one by one by one by one by one. And at some point, this is kind of what I wanted. I was always looking, okay, this one is finished. I'm missing one more horse. Okay, I'm going to look for the horse. I'm done with the horses. I need one more mission for this lady. I'm going to do the mission for this lady. So much fun. It really elevated the game for me. I always love when there's like completionist stuff. I just love it so much. So that's pretty much like was a pretty big plus for me. On the gameplay side, chopping trees actually feels good for a while. You do need different axes for different types of wood, but the chopping action itself, it feels very similar because you do the exact same thing. What I would love to see is some kind of a change in the full game that different kind of trees actually will require different kind of chopping actions, because in this game you do get like mining sort of, but not really. They disguise mining as like metal trees, stone trees, so you still cut down trees, but you need different tools for those. So I would love to see different animations or different actions that you have to do in order to get the material from the item, because so far you do the exact same thing all the time and it gets a little bit repetitive, especially because you do have to do it so many times. So a couple of other things. Inventory, it looks like it's infinite so far, which is great. There's no need to manage your inventory all the time, move things from chest to chest and transfer shit and just filter things. There's no need to do this kind of shit, which I really enjoy. There are also teleport doors that you have to go to a place, like to an area, and then you build the door over there, and then you can come back to your base, and then you can keep going between like those two places non-stop. But again, you have to go to the place and build it, only then you can use it. Pretty nice. Another thing is you can get equipment that makes you stronger, like with dumbbells and barbells and like lifting weights, like what do you call this? chair, table, not sure what you call this shit. The thing that you lie back and you lift weights on. I think it's called a bench. Yeah, weight bench, something like that. You also get a treadmill. You get like protein shakes, and you can increase your strength, your speed, your stamina, and this actually makes you deal more damage to trees, and essentially you chop trees faster. That's what it means. So you get better at chopping down trees. Now you can look, there's like a character page that actually shows you how strong you are, what's your weight, what's your speed, what's your whatnot, your stamina, but you stay similar. I kind of wonder if like in the full game we're gonna actually change as we play the game, and by the end of the game you're gonna be like big dude with like a big beard and like a flannel shirt, like a lumberjack flannel, you know, the red and black like square shirts. I wonder if we're actually gonna get that. Now the final small thing I want to talk about is the building itself. Currently the main idea for the things you're gonna do, you're gonna be building like everything. You're gonna building like computers from wood. You're gonna building like Xbox controllers from wood. You're gonna building an Xbox from wood. You're gonna be wood building cabinets. You're gonna be building chairs, benches, so many things. Okay, and the building action itself is a little bit annoying because what you're moving and what you're controlling is the object itself, is not actually the camera. So the object is physical. The items you need to build are physical. If they collide, basically things can be pushed off the table, and then you have to restart the whole building process. And if you dropped something near the end of the building process, it's a freaking pain in the ass because you have to build everything all the way again. I would really love to see a change that you move the camera like a globe around, like above the table, not under the table, not like 360, but just like a dome. A dome would be a great example. Just a dome above the table, and you move the camera that way. So this way, if you drop something, you don't have to restart the building, and it's going to be much easier to get to those like small parts behind without spinning the whole object around. It's just going to be way faster and more easier, like to dodge the distance between you and the hole you're trying to like put the peg in or something. For the full game, they're actually adding automation, and I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also a little bit scared. I played games where automations just made the game even more confusing instead of actually making it easier, like Lightyear Frontier, which is, I think, the best example I have recently of a game that made automation more annoying to interact with. So I am a little bit like curious and scared at the same time. Like, what are you going to do with automation? What are they going to automate? Are they going to automate the harvesting, the processing, the selling? What is there to automate? Like, there's so many like questions that I have about this project, but it is a demo, and there's a reason why it's a demo and they don't show all their cards right up front. But I guess we'll have to judge it when we play the full game. I just want to say it's a good demo. There is nice writing in here. There's cool secrets in here. I really recommend you go play this. I just kept playing it, having so much fun. I don't know how hours I have, but it's a demo and I have hours in the demo. So this just tells you how fun the game actually was for me. But yeah, this is Chop Chop Inc. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, thank you. If you didn't, let me know how can improve it. Thank you. Keep safe and think of the next one. Can't speak. Bye bye.